All right, guys, I'm back here with the approach series. So, when approaching a girl, now, there are different types of approaches. Now, when you approach a girl, and if you feel like the approach is going in a direction where she's super cocky, or if you know she's like exceptionally beautiful, you may have to hit her with some negs. Now, what are negs? Negs are more like, kind of like a covert insult, like say like you're insulting her, but like indirectly, right? Like, say for example, if you know a girl is super, if she's on a scale from 1 to 10, and you know the difference. Yeah, a girl's like, oh yeah, that girl's she's a 10 to me. No, if the bitch is a 10, you know a 10 when you see one, because you don't come across her often. You want to lead with at least 3 negs. So what is a neg? So you say you're talking to her, I'm like, oh wow. So you start off the conversation, start off false time constraint, intro, how you doing, what's your name? Okay, I'm just here, I gotta wait for my friend to come, but I thought I thought you had an interesting look, and I just wanted to come talk to you, right? And you want to start leading the interaction. You want to, before you get too crazy with her, you want to pepper her with 3 negs. So you say, oh wow, I see you got your nails done. Are they real? And a lot of girls wear acrylics, so more than likely they won't be. And then she'll be like, oh no. And you'll be like, oh, well, I mean, they're still nice, I guess. I just really I like when girls I like the authentic stuff. But no, that's still cool. They look nice, So, you're basically saying that, oh, they're not real, they're fake. And, another one would be, so you go into conversation, you start gaming her, you're talking to her, maybe tease her a bit, create that attraction, tease her. Like, oh, so what you doing over here? Oh, I just came from the gym. But why are you at Taco Bell? Oh, I'm hungry. That's not the best of choices. Your whole workout might have gone to shit. But say it in a playing manner, say it in a laughing manner, and tease her. I hope you just getting water. No slushies. You know what I'm saying? You want to tease her a bit. And then, be like, oh, this is why I always tell you guys to have gum on you. So you have the gum and be like, here, take this. And first you take a piece for yourself, and then you give her a piece. Here, take this. She's like, oh no. She'll probably say, oh no, I don't need it. And then you look at her and you say, listen, here, just take it. Trust me. And she's like, oh wow. And then she's like, oh, you trying to say my breath stink? I didn't say anything. I'm just trying to help you out, baby. Listen. I'm a nice person, and I'm just trying to give you a piece of gum. Just take the gum. Take the gum. So what you're doing is you're lowering her self-esteem. So this way, she's gonna start trying to validate herself to you, right? And you got to, with the real pretty girls, you got to make sure you qualify her too. Like, listen, so what separates you from everybody else, right? What separates you from everybody else? And because there's beautiful girls everywhere, but I just want to know what separates you from everybody else, because and then you tell her, seriously, give me 3 things that you can offer and a guy offer to a guy besides your looks. Because there's a lot of beautiful girls out here, but what are your looks? What do you have to offer besides that? Because that doesn't last forever, right? And that's another way that you can neg her, right? There's so many other negs that you can also do too. You can be like, oh, or another one that I do is. Like, say if you're talking to her, right? Well, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I'll probably take them off for this. And, I'll probably be like, yo, okay, so we're talking. And then I'm like, oh, is that your real eye color? Cool. And then she's talking. And then, like, you get a little close just to make the observation. Like, oh, is that your real lashes? Oh, wow, nice. If she says yes, oh, wow, nice. And then while you're getting closer, she says something. You be like, oh, okay. I think you just spit in my eye. Holy shit. Oh, that was a little gross, right? And you just want to fucking make her look like she's fucking tanking. And then while you're talking to her, you want to do one of these numbers. Like, you're talking and then, like, you, like, look away. And then you pause for, like, a second and a half. And then you turn back around, right? And you kind of want to look a little disinterested. But the point is to lower her ego and to make her chase your validation now. Then from there, you want to if you do that, make sure you could qualify her a little early. Usually I want to say you make her qualify herself at the end of interaction, but don't validate her. You cannot validate her because she's just going to think that you're another guy that's just going to validate her amongst the other many of guys who give her so many validation. Do not validate that girl. And don't be afraid to polarize a relationship. If you guys are having a conversation about something and you do not agree, make sure you say that shit. Make sure you share that shit and make sure you make it abundantly clear. Do not be afraid to disagree with her. Don't come in validating her because that is something she's used to and it's something that she's expecting for you to do. Do not do it. Do not give it to her. I'm being 1,000% serious, especially if she's a super beautiful girl. And go in. Don't try not to be nervous. Be confident. Approach her with confidence. Approach her like you're just trying to have a conversation. But from there, then you start gaming her and you start flirting with her. Because you have to make your intentions clear. Because if you don't make your intent, then she's like, all right, what the fuck are we really talking about? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? And look for the shit test because she might be threatened. She might hit you with the shit test. So you got to be prepared for that also, right? So you just got to prepare for all these things. And that's basically more ways than not how to game the 8s, 9s, and 10s, because, they're usually, but another thing is you might not even run into them. You might not even have to do the negs all the time because sometime 8, 9s, and 10s, you might, especially 9s and 10s, you might think that they have a lot of options, and they probably do more than likely, but they don't get approached as much as you think they do. And when they do get approached, it's a botched approach. So how you doing? How you doing, beautiful? Validating her. How you doing, beautiful? I thought you look cute. And I want to know if you got a boyfriend. Never ask a girl, does she have a fucking boyfriend? Never do that shit. Because it implies you're fucking weak. You don't have options. You're not used to approaching girls. You care about that. And a lot of times when they do say they have a boyfriend, you be like, you just fucking still game them. Don't give up. You give up too easy. Too easy. Right. So, and a lot of times pretty girls really don't get approached that much because a lot of guys are intimidated by them. A lot of guys are intimidated by approaching the beautiful girls. So you might think she gets approached a lot, but she really has a lot of DMs because most guys are afraid to approach her. Right. You have to approach her and don't be afraid. Approach her with some confidence. Just have a regular conversation. How you doing? Because they don't get approached that much. Right. And the fact that you approach them shows, and she knows that it takes a lot because most guys don't. And guys will stare, but they will be afraid to walk up to her and talk to her. Don't be afraid and don't do a botched approach. I tell you guys all the time, don't go up, oh, can I get your number? Stop asking, can I get your number? Don't do that shit. I'll make a whole nother video on how to get girls' numbers, but you want to slide it in smooth. You want to be smooth about it, and you don't want to fucking just out here talking about, can I get your number? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, please. All right, guys. And just don't be afraid to approach the pretty girls because they really don't get approached as much. And when they do, it's like, damn, he approached me. He has some balls. Especially if you come with confidence and you gaming her and you actually know what the fuck you're doing. Then from there, I would say, listen to that Spotify podcast because then you got to know how to game her in a relationship. Come on, I got all the answers, baby. I do this shit. Come on, y'all niggas need to pay me. Pay me. I'm underrated. Send that money to my Cash App, man. Come on, man. I'm out here changing lives, man. Y'all need to pay me. I should be making $1 million a year. I'm out here changing lives and saving marriages. Come on, what the fuck?